Hello and welcome back to my Apparat and YouTube channel on LELB Society. In this session, I'm going to teach you another unit of 1100 words you need to know, week 20, day 2. Let me introduce the new words to you. The 5 words as it is typical of this vocabulary course book. Redolent. Redolent means reminiscent. It refers to a strong smell of something that reminds you of something else, usually pleasant. Also, you can say fragrant. The second word is repose, a state of rest, repose, not full consciousness. Omnivorous. Omnivorous means eating everything. Flesh and vegetables. The flesh of animals, meat of animals, and also vegetables. For example, bears are omnivorous creatures. Disparate. First syllable is stressed. Means different, various. Abstemious. Careful. To be careful in what you eat and drink, and take a selective approach, not eating everything nor drinking everything, having abstinence. Okay, words in context. Waiter, please take this bowl of soup back to the kitchen. This is the topic, or the title, let's say. In addition to menacing our health or threatening our health, cockroaches are smelly. Here we don't say let's say redolent, because redolent is generally positive, but smelly means malodorous. Filthy means not clean, unclean. Ugly, unattractive. Upon entering a cellar that is redolent with their aroma, means after entering or going into the basement or cellar that is redolent with, means it, let's say, reminds you of the aroma or smell. You are not likely to forget the odor. Pay attention to the difference between odor and aroma. Generally, aroma has a sweet interpretation, or let's say perception. It gives you a sweet perception. It's pleasurable, but odor is unpleasant, certainly unpleasant. So, to forget the odor, so you are not it's unlikely that you would forget the odor. And when you spy the foul culprit, when you observe it, foul means bad, culprit means criminal. It refers figuratively to cockroach, creating havoc, destruction in your sugar bowl, or in repose atop your chocolate cake. On the top of the chocolate cake, it just rests. It refers to the cockroach. Your disposition or nature may be exacerbated. It means you become angry, you become irritated, let's say. Disposition means nature. Become exacerbate means worsen, to become worse. Roaches are omnivorous and will feast upon such disparate items as wallpaper, upholstery, nylon stockings, and beer. Yeah, they feast upon. It means they feed on such various things. For example, wallpaper, upholstery. It refers to a kind of veneer or a piece of fabric that you cover something else with. Nylon stockings means socks or tights, tights, and beer. No one can accuse the hungry and thirsty bugs of being abstemious. Abstemious, yes. No one can accuse or press charges against or convict the hungry and thirsty bugs, or here in this context it refers to roaches, of being abstemious, means actually being careful and selective in eating and drinking things. Alright, sample sentences. The words above fit into the blanks below. Okay, I have already done this part, so just keep calm and focus on that. While the palace guards were in repose, the rebels' coup began in earnest. So the securities were in repose, they were taking rest, and the rebels, or let's say rioters, began or made a revolution in earnest, means very seriously. They were serious, not in jest. So pay attention, P here is not pronounced, it's coup. That's why we have coup d'etat, it's French. Number 2, Coach Fisher issued a fiat, British fiat, American, that required that his players be abstemious, because he was the trainer. Coach Fisher issued a fiat, or gave a command, according to which, or rule, required his players be, pay attention, before B there was should, and it has been omitted because of require. Require is a strong verb, so requires that required that his players should be abstemious, and generally should also, for instead of required you can say demand. Okay. Number 3, the redolent scent that came from the bakery created in Eloise, I don't know how to pronounce this is a proper name, a sense of nostalgia for her grandmother's bread. Redolent or reminiscent scent also means a smell. Scent means a smell that came from the bakery shop, created a sense of nostalgia, or thinking about the past, or longing for the past, for her grandmother's bread. So she became nostalgic. Number 4, omnivorous eaters find the dietary laws in some hotels to be too restrictive. If you eat everything, it means both plants and meat, you find some restrictive dietary rules in some hotels, and you don't like it, yeah, because you are not a vegetarian. All right. Regardless of how disparate their crimes were, all the prisoners were freed by the general amnesty. Irrespective of, regardless means irrespective of, how disparate their crimes were, how various and different, all the prisoners were freed or exempted, exonerated, acquitted by the general amnesty. Amnesty refers to total, let's say, freeing others, means giving freedom, complete freedom. Okay, the matching part. Redolent is fragrant. Repose, state of rest. Omnivorous, eating any kind of food. disparate, different, abstemious, moderate in eating and drinking. And the idiom, a lick and a promise, means to do something in a hasty and superficial manner. It's cut corners. Also you can say cut corners. The meticulous housewife was in so much of a hurry that she could only give the apartment a lick and a promise. So meticulous means careful, fastidious, scrupulous. Housewife was so much of a hurry, so she was in a hurry that she could only give the apartment a lick and a promise. For example, she could not just take care of the apartment accurately and completely. She couldn't be perfect about it. Alright, thank you for your attention. Remember, if you are really serious to take the IELTS exam, particularly the academic module, you can attend our group class. Here, if you just click on the visit my website at lelb.net, and then at the bottom of the website, right above the footer, there is a banner. If you just click on that, you will be directed to the home page, and you can have all the necessary information about this group class IELTS preparation course, and also you can contact me if you just click here, and I guarantee that this class can help you tremendously. And remember that the first session is free, so you can test it. And alright, thank you very much. I'm Dr. Hariri, and you can contact me for our classes on my website. I hope you enjoyed this unit, this lesson, and see you soon.